Again with the work griff. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. One's in the chat if y'all can still hear me. One in the chat if y'all can still hear me. What's up, Sunrise 2022? What you say? Friend of mine, 38, healthy, died suddenly a few months ago. Also, relative got turbo cancer after the Yameen. Damn. What's going on, everybody? We got Steph Colonel in the building. What up, Jay? What's up, Disabled Sean? Yeah, we still live. So if you missed it last night, we went to Rumble for a Rumble exclusive, right? The documentary Died Suddenly. What up, Emmanuel? Documentary drop called Died Suddenly, world premiere, right? So we went to Rumble to check it out because powers that be over here on Struggle Tube, I'm pretty sure would have struck me down and suspended me. So if you want to catch that stream, head on over to Rumble and check it out. So after I got off the stream, I finished it, right? We only had it was another 30 minutes left or whatever, so I finished it. That shit is troubling, to say the least. The thing about it is it confirmed my suspicions. So if some of y'all was in the stream with Hotep Jesus and I called in and I had a theory, right? And I said, what if this shit ain't clots? What if this shit a parasite? Right? And HJ said, yeah, synthetic parasite. Right? And we equated it to venom, right? You get into the body and it's getting into the host, and either the host is viable and the host can live with it, or the host ain't viable and the parasite suffocates and kills the host. Right? That's what it sounds like. That was our theory. That was just us spitballing and hypothesizing on his show. So I get some things coming across my not my DMs, but my mentions in Twitter. So I start going down a rabbit hole, start finding these embalmers and shit like that, saying they finding this crazy, strange, fibrous tendons. They look like, right, but they look like worms to me, like tapeworms to me, right? And the people that they're embalming. But see, the people that they're embalming had that Yamin. The people that they're embalming had that round trip with the layover, right? So I make not a document, but I make what's up, Jabari? So I make my I did a little stream that Saturday, right? That's on my Rumble as well, where I titled it "These Aren't Blood Clots." Ain't no way, right? So I do my thing, and then come to find out, there's a documentary supposed to be coming out called "Died Suddenly," right? I appreciate it, Disabled Sean. That comes out, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. I want to see what they say and if it line up with what the fuck I'm saying, right? Because me, it's like I'm looking at shit from a 30,000 foot view. I'm looking at shit from as like common sense, right? I'm looking at shit from like I ain't no fucking doctor. I ain't none of that shit. I just know what I see and I know what shit. If it look like a fucking duck and it sound like a duck, it's a goddamn duck, right? So I'm sitting there and we watching this thing last night. So we watched the first 30 minutes on my stream. And that shit is troubling to say the least, man. They pulling this shit out of people post-mortem who's getting ready to be, have funeral services. They can't pump the embalming fluid through because there's clogs in the arteries. Now, last I remember, I don't think like blood clots happen in arteries, right? I thought that was in veins and shit, right? But they can't pump through the artery, right? They can't pump through the artery, so they gotta go find the problem. They get to the problem, lo and behold, is they like 3 feet, 6 feet long. These tendrils. One guy equated it to calamari. Right? To me, the shit looked like worms, like a parasite, like a tapeworm, like heartworms you would find in a dog. And I think HJ hit it on the head when he was calling it synthetic parasite. See, they kept calling it a clot, right? They didn't want to say that the shit was living because they can't confirm the shit was living. But I'm like, if the shit is in the body and the shit is assembling and the shit is growing, right, taking the shape of the artery, you feel me? That shit gotta have some kind of, at some low level, that shit gotta be alive or something, right? That's just my opinion on that. But to sit here and watch this, and you had not only you had professionals from the United States, you had people in the UK, you had people in you had professionals in Canada who were like, "Hey, yo, no, this some shit we ain't never seen before," right? And I suggest everybody go watch this documentary. It's on Stu Peters' Rumble channel, Stu Peters Network or something like that. He's the one that created it, right? What up, Boris? Boris says more like it's crystallizing. I don't know if it's crystallizing because the way this shit looked, it had some elasticity to it. Like it looked like it was feeding off of the blood. But you could be right, right? Because they had the blood, right? So one of the embalmers said when they're draining the body, right? When they're draining the body, um, the shit looked like the blood looked contaminated. Like it looked like it had like coffee grounds or sand in it, right? What's up, Jimmy? They created a Yamin that was about money. Then they denied treatments to push the Yamin. Today is the 1 year anniversary of the state killing my pops, bruh. I had two grandparents go the way of it by that. Either way, it's legit crimes against humanity. Yeah, exactly what it is. It's legit crimes against humanity. The harmful side effects are going to slowly be coming out, and that's the thing, right? And that was my big concern because I got family members, who took that shit, right? Because they were afraid of losing their jobs, or the state made them afraid of not having it, right? So I'm like, okay, you got these people that's dying suddenly, right? But my question is this shit inevitable for everybody that took that shit? The double dose? Is this shit inevitable? Is it just growing faster in some people than others? And then I'm sitting there thinking like, yo, in the next, I don't know, 1 to 5 years, are we going to start to see some shit, yo? Are we going to start to see people dropping? Are we going to start to see people dropping? Yeah, and yeah, it is. It's too soon to know. Hold on. Hey, yo, you can just set it by the tailgate. I'll get it. Yeah, I'll put it in. I appreciate you. Sorry about that. Still working. And that's the shit I'm concerned about. You have millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people around the world who took that shit, right? Hold on. Hey, yo. That worked. That worked. You got millions and millions and millions of people around the world, right, who took that shit because they were afraid that either they lose their jobs, the federal government in their country scared the hell out of them, right, to take that shit, or they just trust the government and they just took the shit. And now they could be facing a slow death right now, and they don't know. Let me plug this up before this shit die. Now, Stu Peters did a fantastic job with this documentary, man. And I suggest everybody go watch that shit. Not only watch it, disseminate it, man. Spread that shit. Spread the word. Send it to people, everybody you know. Send it to everybody. Let them. Got to get the word out. There's got to be a reason why these hospitals aren't doing autopsies. There's got to be a reason these coroners aren't doing autopsies. They can see medical records, right?
All right, my man. Sign that one. The bottom one is yours.
Appreciate you.
Make sure.
Right? And it's just sad because the willfully ignorant, if this shit is what I think it is, if this shit is what they saying it is,
make sure you have a good one.
You do the same, bro. Happy holidays.
You put it right?
Yeah, I fractured it.
Let's see. A little something.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be better. How long are they talking?
Like 3 to 6 weeks. Something like that. It's all good. I can still get around, so I'm good.
Yeah, you can handle it. I know you can handle it. I hope you feel better, though.
Appreciate it, bro. It's good peoples right there. So, like I said, like it's sad because the willfully ignorant, right? The willfully ignorant. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this real quick. I don't want this shit to overheat on me. This weather been crazy, right? 1 minute. What's up, Brian Lewis? They shadow banning the stream. Set a reminder and put in watch later. And it's not showing up in my subscribers. Of course they are. That's what they do to me. That's what they do to me, bro. That's what they do to me. All day. That's what they do. Let me do this right here. I'm going to put it like this because my shit overheating. They don't want this shit getting out. This documentary is going to go the way of the dodo. It's going to go the way of that 2,000 Mules doc. What's up, Reader the Vet Rousseau? Right? It's going to go the way of that documentary. It lives on Rumble. That's where it's going to live. It's on the Stu Peters Network, right? Make sure y'all go watch it. I'll put it in the description below. Also, if you go watch my stream from last night, right? If you go watch my stream from last night, it's also there too. Brian Lewis says, what I found amazing was the way they were all dropping. The arm went up, head twisted back, like they were looking for something. Yeah, the people that was like over in like, I don't know where the fuck they was at. That shit was fucking crazy. I don't know what fucking version of that shit they took. That shit was nuts. What up, Maurice? Jason Bracy, what's going on? Or Brassy says, good morning to you, Cannon, and thank you for your courage. Good luck, humans, bro. But like I said, yo, this shit was crazy. I mean, I think, like I said, everybody needs to see this stream. Everybody needs to see this documentary. Period, full stop. Some people got a hot batch, they say. Yeah, they did say that Sunrise 2022. They did say that. They said that some of the people that they said they might have got the right dose at the right temperature at the right time. That's what they were saying. It's like some of these people probably got the right dose. Plug this in. He said some of these people got the right dose at the temperature at the right time, is what they were saying. And that, that could have been to the detriment of a lot of them. Same here, Jabari. Same here. And the shit is really disheartening because you're looking at your family member knowing they took that shit and it's like, yo, is you good? Are you going to be good? Right? And like that shit had me worried, yo. You know what I mean? Like, you got some people that's willfully ignorant. Like I said, they don't want to believe that the government would do some shit like this. They don't want to believe that the government would do some shit like this. That the powers that be around the world would do some shit like this. And we constantly see the call for population control. We constantly see the call for eugenics, right? Limiting the amount of babies we have and shit like that. You convinced 2 people to not get the power up a few weeks ago stuff. I hear that. I mean, I've been trying to convince people, like, Period. I've been sending this doc to everybody, right? And the shit, call it confirmation bias, call it what you want. But I had that hypothesis, and it seems like these same people not only had the same hypothesis, but they can prove it, and they've been proving it. The sad part is it's too late for a lot of people. And the thing that I want to know is right, the people that's still here, are they out of the woods? Are they out of the woods? So I said that documentary was gut wrenching. I'm posting, sending the link everywhere. Yeah, bro. Are they out of, like I said, the people that took it and they still here, are they out of the woods? Or is it just a matter of time? That's the shit that I'm concerned about. I remember when that shit first dropped, and my father was like, "Yo, if they force us to take this shit, if they force us to make y'all take it," he said, "I'll shut this business down." He said, "I'll shut this business down before I make y'all do that." My dad been in business for like 22 years. He said, "I'll shut everything down before I make y'all take that." Jay just popped the documentary link in the chat. So if y'all want to go watch it, go watch it. And I suggest you watch it. Not only watch it, send it. Send it to at least 5 people. You know, that's how strong my father and his convictions. See, my dad think the shit the mark of the beast. And I don't think he that far off. If it ain't, this shit was a fucking test run. But the thing is, right, how do you go about population control? You can't just off a bunch of motherfuckers like fucking old Dolph. You can't just go around taking motherfuckers out. You gotta do that shit methodically. Jay just popped the link into the chat. Jay just popped the link into the chat. Hey Jay, if you can do it again, pop it in one more time, yo. Like you can't just go around offing people like old Dolph did. You gotta do that shit methodically. You gotta make it. You gotta make it. You gotta make it their idea. You gotta make them go, yeah, that's what I need to do. We gotta take this to be safe. I gotta take this so I can go to the Bahamas. I gotta take this so I can keep my job. I gotta take this so I can go on vacation. I gotta take this so I can go back to church. We had churches saying you couldn't come back to worship unless you had that yammy. See, it's one thing to have one quote unquote professional embalmer or mortician, right, come out and say that this shit is happening. But when you got multiple, multiple people in that field, not only in the United States, but all over the world, other countries, seeing the same shit, that's cause for alarm, people. Jason Brassey says, well, I took the first 2 shots, keeping it 100. If I pass because of it, no cap, I have been making amends with God this whole time and will be keeping it up with hope in Jesus. I hear that, man. I hear that. If I had my Don DeMarco, I'll give you a Don DeMarco right now. But the thing about it is it's just sad, you know, because you got some people that took that shit because they just NPCs and they just let me get it. And then you got some people that took it because they literally weighed the options and they were going based off of the lies that big media and big pharma and all those people was giving them. Then you got the people who took it reluctantly because they didn't want to lose their job or their livelihood because they was already one fucking paycheck from being poor, right? I know women who took the Yameen and next thing you know, they get diagnosed with breast cancer. I know women. I know a woman who got the yammine while she was pregnant and had her baby was severely deformed in the womb, and she had a stillbirth. What it's calling in the video fetal demise. I know these people. My grandparents, my grandmother was already dying from a broken heart. She had a couple of strokes or whatever, and my stupid ass family decided, oh, well, she needs to be safe and she needs to get the yammine. 24 hours later, my grandmother, a vegetable, in a coma for 30 days until she passed. Grandfather was he battling stage 4 colon. They talk about they get them both the shit around the same time. Doctor was saying the shit was kind of going into remission. They was looking good. They get him the yammine. That shit accelerated that shit. My grandfather was gone within 60 days. He died. He died a week. He died a week after my grandmother passed. Oh, Sauce, they already still saying that shit. Go look up the hashtag. Go look up Die Suddenly on Twitter and go read the nonsense that you're gonna read on there. P Dog Knight covered this shit this morning. Go over there and check out the nonsense, the fucking mental gymnastics, the circular logic that they got going on over that bitch. Shit is crazy, bro. Shit is fucking crazy. But I think everybody need to see that doc, yo. Not being hyperbolic. Everybody need to see that doc. As troubling as it is, as stressful as it is to watch it and to see this shit confirmed, everybody need to watch that shit. The yammine is a parasite. And that parasite is venom. Either the host body can deal with it or the host body can't. But it's only a matter of time before we know if it's going to start to affect people in a negative way in the coming future. That shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy. It's sad because we all got family members who we love very much that took that shit. And now we sitting here wondering, is it just a matter of time or are they okay? But nobody will answer for this shit. Nobody will be held responsible for this shit. Maybe 10 years down the line, we'll see that fucking commercial is like, did you take the yammine between the years of 2020 and 2026 or whatever, or 2023? You may be entitled for compensation. You know them fucking commercials? You might see that shit. Sad part is a lot of people can't they can't see the forest for the trees. A lot of people can't think. They can't see. They want to be told what to do. They want to be told what safe is. They doing this shit saying I survived the pandemonium of 2020. What's up, YV? Yeah, them commercial sauce. The sad part is I got like a feeling we're gonna see some people that we love just no longer with us, just died suddenly. I really hope that's not the case though. I really hope that's not the case. I really hope that the people are still around. Weathered the storm. But only time gonna tell y'all. Anyway, it's Tuesday. Catch us later on tonight. Me and Jay Pylon, we're gonna go live around 8:30. Probably 8:30, 9 o'clock. We'll say 9 o'clock. We'll probably touch a little more on this. Probably touch on the FTX nonsense. We'll probably touch some more on the Donnie T thing and what happened out in Colorado as well, and some other things. So make sure y'all tune in. That's tonight, 8:30 on my YouTube channel. If you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we was live. And guys, make sure you hug your loved ones, man. Keep standing 10 toes down. Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to be some Rumble-worthy convos as well, like Jay just said. So, but anyway, it's Ken and Hotep saying stay safe, stay well, stay strapped. Go watch that documentary, guys. It's really eye-opening. I'll holler at y'all.